Hey everyone, welcome to this week's show. With me this week, Kyle, GM of Team Rocket,
Hey guys, how's it going?
current holder of the Caucasaurus. I was just telling him that I love that he has it on display proudly. Um, it's nice to see some participation. Maybe you should take some notes, Braden, because you're probably going to have it again this year. I
Yeah,
think he's almost clinched it.
get in there.
It's getting there. Big week last week, some interesting results. Actually, before we get into the results, predictions last week were actually on the uptick here. The lowest score was me with a 4 out of 8. Um, and you had a 6 out of 8, I believe. No, a 5, sorry. It was Plums that had a 6. Plums had a
Ooh,
6. So, um, yeah, last week was a good week for predictions, we've been a while since we've seen. So now let's get into these results. I know this is the one we want to talk about. The Champion, Team Ramrod here, now in fifth place after defeating Team Rocket 12-2. Team Rocket sliding down to 12th. I don't know if it actually slid down. The
yeah, I slid down a little bit.
so
Yeah,
it's so tight. What happened here, buddy?
yeah, third loss in a row. He's getting rough. I mean, I would say you put up slightly above average numbers across the board, and the only two places I was able to, get points were on places where I did great. So I ended up with like 57 penalty minutes. That was enough for me to win that category. And then I had four shorties, and that's a pretty tough stat to beat. But otherwise, it's the first week that my goaltending's been shut out. My goaltenders had a pretty decent week across the board. But you had like 6 wins, like a 917 save percentage. You had a good GAA, just slightly over 2. Um, you're able to do that because you picked up Wedgwood because Oninger was out, and that was a very smart move on your part. And yeah, so good on you. I thought this would have been closer. I still expected to lose, but I thought it was gonna be closer. But yeah, you did dominated.
My boys came out just as you predicted, just as you predicted.
Yeah.
The boys came out, got me a win. Like I said, I've been running weak goaltending all year, like two, right? A backup and Hellebuck. I'm not saying Hellebuck's weak in any way. It's just barely running minimal goalies here, but I saw the opportunity to pick up a starter on the waiver wire at least for the next few weeks. I said let's roll with that, right? So Ottinger, big part of that, or it being injured, big part of that for Wedgwood getting some starts here, some quality starts. Dallas is a good team, so yeah, it was a good week. A good week for Ramrod at least. Um, but
Team
everything's
Rocket.
still so tight. It's like it did it even hurt you? Not really.
No, I gotta start winning again though. I can't
The three in a row hurts. Like
yeah, 3 in a row hurts. I gotta win this week, but we'll talk about that later.
Cage against the machine. 7-4 now in third place, taking down the 7-4 fourth place Oscar Mayer Wiener here. 7-6 victory. What happened here?
Man, looking at the numbers, like they both did like had okay weeks, and this was like, you know, it came down to a photo finish. You're looking like Travis, he got 2 extra saves, one more assist, one more of this, one more of that. Like he got by on the skin of his teeth. Like he probably had no business winning this week, but sometimes you win by an inch, and he won by an inch, and he's got an inch on Corey. You hear that, Corey?
I'm pretty sure he messaged me and he said he won because of like something he did on Sunday. Yeah, he got 3 assists from a grinder defenseman on
Oh, damn.
Sunday to or on Saturday to kind of edge out that win.
Oh wow, yeah, it's pretty lucky.
Ferraro gets him 3 assists.
You know those
And
well, we call them
Blackwood made just enough
The
stuff.
Sunday trades. In this case, Saturday because of Christmas. Sometimes they pan out pretty good in ways that you don't expect.
This was a guy he had on his team, though. He was just a grinder defenseman who's been on his
Oh,
team, and just
Christmas miracle.
that's it. Big win though, big win for Travis. Tough loss for Corey, but again, it's so tight. Like they have the exact same record, right? Third and fourth.
Yeah.
Paulie, 5 and 6 now in 11th place. Taken down by Nick here. 7-3-1 in first place. 7-3-1 is first place. You got fourth at 7-4.
Yeah, it's tight, man.
Yeah,
Um, I like this was a good week, and Nick shows why he's now in first place in this week. He put outstanding numbers across the board, um, because well, Sean also put up good numbers across the board, but he was against Nick this week, and that was kind of his downfall. Like if Sean was playing almost anybody else this week, he probably would have won. But Nick has a really strong team and was able to dominate Sean.
yeah, like well said. Uh Nick's team has been coming to life a lot lately, especially we knew what was gonna happen once Vass came back, right? So
Yeah,
um slow start for him could be because of Vass missing, but it's slow start. He's got 3 losses. Like guys team's on fire. Slowing down Paulie again, which I'm very happy with. So big week, big win for Nick. Great loss for Sean. Oh, something happened this week, right? That we never thought we would see here. I'm listening to offers on Ovechkin now. Uh,
oh damn,
things
that's
are
right.
rough when the guy he said he would never move. I'll listen to offers. If someone pays me a high price, I'll move them. But
Yeah, yeah, I think he missed the boat on getting a six. I'd be surprised if he got a seventh for him.
desperate times here for Paulie.
I mean, like, you might pay for him just for the name, but like, I mean, he puts up a lot of shots. He'll do some stuff for you,
He will.
uh, and maybe he'll pick up his scoring. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what the price on Ovechkin's going to be.
I don't
I
know.
wouldn't pay a six, but somebody else might. I don't know.
I can't see it. Like guy has 6 goals and 14 assists right now. Yeah, it's a very down season so far, right? I mean, I just picked up like Michelli off the waiver wire who has 6 goals and 17 assists. Like I got him on the
Yeah.
waiver wire. Like he doesn't have that name that Ovechkin has, right? And
Oh,
Ovechkin
that
will hit, right? He'll hit, he'll throw some extra stuff out, but like, am I gonna pay a seventh when I can get a guy similar for free or relatively cheap?
yeah, you have to you're taking a gamble that he's gonna pick it up and figure out how to score again or whatever.
It's gonna be him that has to figure out. The thing is, he has no one to play with, so they're not helping him.
Nope.
Uh, anyway, we interested to see what happens with that to see if Sean actually pulls the trigger. Um,
I'm sure it's a very emotional time for Sean right now. It's not easy to take your dog out back and shoot your dog.
no, but it's time.
Yeah.
It's on
It,
his last leg here. Like,
yeah, the time was last year, the year before, but yeah.
I'm not saying Ovechkin doesn't have value, right? Ovechkin definitely has a lot of value, but now he's in that fantasy section like Crosby has been for the last few years. Do you want Crosby on your team? Yes. Are you keeping him every year? No. Like
Crosby is pulling his weight though this year.
he pulls his weight every year,
Yeah.
but do you justify keeping him? Like most, he's usually he's a fringe keeper these days, right?
Yeah,
That's
I
kind
know
of
for
where
sure.
Ovechkin's fallen. Like he still has a lot of value, especially for like a playoff run if you could pick it up. But yeah, I'm not buying while he's low. I'll wait till he heats up a little bit, then maybe he'll pique my interest. But I get similar players for free.
Yeah, I don't think Sean's gonna sell to you though. I don't know.
No, he hates dealing with me. The only reason we ever make deals though is because I will pay the price that's asked, like typically, right? So
Yeah, in this case, you won't.
no. NA goalie paradise. Keeping the Braden bye week alive. 8-4 victory. What happened here?
Goaltending. That's what happened. Braden's gotten them with Ottinger out. If
Yeah.
Ottinger hadn't been injured, this could have been Braden's first win this week. So it's a real shame. But you can be proud of his 0-10-1 Caucasaurus record.
He's going for the all-time record. I love it. I love the dedication in this kid. Yeah, big win for Casey. He needed that after a couple of rough weeks. Um, take the easy win, maybe build some momentum. Hopefully, he has the easier. Well, I mean, not easier than Braden, but has a easier week this week than most, right? So we can get some momentum. I want to see the standings just jam up even more. Daltrey taking it to the dumpster fire, 12-2. Daltrey now sitting in sixth place with a 6-5 record. Dumpster fire, 4-5-2, 13th. What happened here?
uh McKinnon, man.
Oh
Jesus.
my God.
Yeah, isn't he amazing?
It's on fire.
Man, this is the biggest mistake ever made in this fantasy league is letting go of McKinnon. That was a mistake. I drafted him in his rookie year. I had him for a couple of years and he wasn't performing to expectations. I got a little impatient and I dropped him, put him back in the pool, kept Forsberg instead, and I've been regretting it ever since. And bad decision. But good on Daltrey. Daltrey's got a couple players on fire, and it's showing. He's got a dangerous team.
Yeah, his team played really well last week. McKinnon is on a fucking tear. I think it's like 18 games now. He's got like 35 points, something like that in those 18 games. Like he's just killing it. So good on Daltrey. Ride that hot hand. Um, you know, dousing the flames of the dumpster fire a little bit here. See if Mark can get back to his winning ways there this week.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, is that who you're playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Mentally bedarded. Sitting in eighth place with a 6-5 record. Domo, 6-5 record in ninth place. 7-6 victory for mentally bedarded. What happened here?
The Michigan happened.
The
That's all.
Michigan.
The Michigan happened. They put him right over the edge.
Oh man, like I watched that. I'm like, how is that defenseman not charging him?
Yeah, he did it so quick and smooth though.
But
I don't even
he's
think
coming around the net, like, and you're just standing there in front of it. You gotta get in the way of that. Like,
yeah, it's so common now. Like you almost have to anticipate it.
yeah, you
Uh,
have to be aggressive with those guys coming around the corner.
Yeah, like you can't let those guys Gretzky it behind the net anymore. But he was quick. Like he came skating back there. He grabbed that man.
It was all fluid. Like it was.
I was so fluid. Uh, so good, man. And the fact that he's doing that like a quarter of the way into his NHL career and like making NHL veterans look like fools, like wow.
Easy way to defend that though. Goalie, stand up when he's behind the net.
Yeah.
If he's got the skill to do that, don't go butterfly. Just stand up against your post. Like,
Yeah, the goaltenders are gonna have to start doing shit at like between him and Zegras doing that last week, and they're gonna have to start defending that.
yeah, you're gonna have to. It depends who has it behind the net, right? Like,
It does.
you got some third liner. He's probably not gonna showboat and do a Michigan. If you got some top talent back there, maybe you should play defensive.
Yeah.
Big win though for Bedard. For Bedard did.
Yeah, he's definitely seen a resurgence, so that's good for Kyle. Back in the playoff race, and see Captain Crunch here, Domo. I shouldn't say Captain Crunch; it's the Domo. He drops out of the playoff race with a 6-5 record. I think he's tied for eighth or sixth, actually sixth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now he's the odd man out though.
Pacioretty, 4-7, 14th place. After losing to Fetch Me a Drink, 7-4, in second place. What happened here?
Man, this was like a subpar match this week, and I mean, Dan edged him out, but Nick's team, like if Dan's team didn't really show, Nick's team showed even less. So that's kind of what happened here. Uh, player stats were okay. Goaltender stats on both sides were absolutely atrocious. But sometimes that's the way it goes, right? Like you got Paul or Sean and Nick, who both had great weeks, and Nick just kind of like beat him easily. But Sean's numbers were great. If Sean was playing either one of these two guys, he would have destroyed them. Um, but that's how it goes sometimes. That's how fantasy goes sometimes.
Yeah, your boys try to step up when they need to, and sometimes you see another team relax. Like your guys are relaxed.
Yeah.
Neil picking up a big win, 6-5 now in seventh. Taking down the Red Wings, 3-6-2 and 15th. What happened here?
Um, yeah, his goalies didn't show at all. Derek's goalies were no shows this week. Um, Probably the worst numbers out of everybody this week. So yeah, if that happens and you're only able to muster a couple of player stats, you're gonna get creamed. And like Neil had a good week. Like he had a good week across the board. He would have been tough to beat by any standard.
That's what I like about this season. Everything is so tight. I'm going to take a moment here, go down to the standings here, just to really like drive home how tight it is. Like you got Nick in first here with 15 points. You have the next four teams are tied for second with 14 points. Right? Like top the top five teams in your league are separated by a point. Uh, then you got sixth place here, another four teams with 12 points, not far out of second. Like it's just so tight. You got 10 through 13 at 10 points, two left at 8. Like besides Braden, the minimum everyone has is 8, and first place is 15.
Yeah, I like we're starting to see a little bit of separation from the craziness from the last couple of weeks. And it will be interesting to see if this separation continues or if things are going to tighten back up, depending on matchups.
I feel like
Um,
it's going to tighten up.
yeah, it very well could.
I'm really curious how it will look after 15 weeks, after everyone's played everyone.
Yeah,
Because that'll be more telling, but you see it's
that's the
still
real
really
metric right
tight.
there.
Stocks of trades, not a lot. We're not going to spend a lot of time on these because every single trade that was made was just for the last minute push. There were no like legitimate, like, I'm going to make my team better trades, you know? Uh, so I made a deal. Essentially, I traded my ad drop for a 1 round upgrade. And picked up Jeff Skinner for um, patches. He was looking for an ad drop. I said, "Hey, I'm taking it to Team Rocket. I don't need it. I'm going to sell it."
Yeah,
That's what I did.
yeah,
I don't have much to
definitely
say
didn't need
on
it.
it. I need to see these team names. What was this there? Dickinson. I think this one might have been like a hockey deal. Oh, but that's what happened. Casey goes on out there out of nowhere and says, "I need a right winger," because he had like no right wingers. He dropped them. He gets 2 trades instantly, fixes his issue.
There you go.
Domo, Dickinson, and a 15th, where Casey receives a Chinakov and an 18th. What do you think of this one? This is actually a trade.
Well, I just think the name's hilarious, Dick and Son. Uh,
Dick in Sun. Uh,
yeah, he traded for a pedo.
Chinakov
Um,
is really good though. He's having a really good rookie campaign.
yeah,
So a 3 round upgrade. I think that's a good move.
Yeah, it could very well be. I mean, yeah, good for him.
And he was looking to move Luke Hughes. And he got an offer straight up from Corey for Lafreniere. And so I think this is just player for player. Both have a lot of potential. Both are playing
Underperforming.
average right now. So
Yeah.
I think this is kind of a wash. But
Yeah, it might pan out for one of them, it might not. We'll see how it works.
exactly. This looks like Neil went selling here. He wanted to sell his ad drops, and all the next three deals are exactly that. He moved all three of his ads. Forsling at an 18th for the 17th. So mentally bedarded there, stocking up for the last day run against Domo. And Domo
Yeah.
saw that and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to pick up his last two."
And funny enough, they're
Davidson
against each other. So Neil sold to both sides in this war here. Like
did.
he's like an arms dealer selling to each side of the conflict, you know? Good on
Yeah.
you, Neil. Good on you.
He essentially got for the day. He got a 17th and a 16th after three deals, and he moved out
Yeah.
two
Hey,
18s and a 17 right on the day. So
any little upgrade helps.
that's it. It's small increments, especially when it's just ad drops, right? Like whatever. If I'm not using it, if I can get any kind of increase, I'm happy. But good day for you, Neil. Good moves. I mean, they might have made a difference in that matchup. I'm not sure, but yeah, good moves for you. Getting those pick upgrades and just moving out those lower end picks. All right, we got some good matchups this week. Let's get into prediction mode here. Team Ramrod, Le Champion, 6-3-2 in fifth place, taking on Mentally Bedarded, who's 6-5 in eighth place. Who do you have here?
You know, you have an all-time record of 4-3-1 against Plumador. And your players are hot right now. You have hot goaltending. I see no reason to pick against you. So I am gonna go with Le Champion.
I was waiting for but I am like, no. I think he's gonna have a good week. I don't know what their schedule looks like. It's weird because we're Wednesday. There's been no games played, right? So it's
Yeah,
another short week. So anything can happen in a short week.
that's
But
true.
I do think my goaltending is better than his, and I think my roster is just more well rounded. And it's not anything against his team. He has some really good pieces right now. His team is better than it's been in ages. But I'm going to go with Le Champion as well. No surprise there. Tage against the machine, 7-4 in third, taking on Svechmi and Drink, 7-4 in second. Oh, this will be a good matchup. Who do you have?
Uh, so we got Travis is 2-1 all time against Dan. And I see no reason to go against Tage. It's a short week though. Anything can happen, like you said. But I really like Travis's team right now. He's been pulling out some big wins, and I think we'll see another one here.
I really think this one could go either way. Clearly, they're equals in standings. Uh, I don't know. I honestly, this is a toss up to be. So I'm like taking a stab, and because I think it could go either way, just for entertainment value, I'm gonna go with Dan because you picked Travis.
Okay.
But either way, I think either team could easily pull this out. This is a crapshoot. I don't have a specific reason really for picking Dan over Travis. I think both their teams are really good,
Yeah.
and in a short week, like there's gonna be some BS that comes
Shenanigans.
out. Like
Lots of
uh, Paulie the goalie, 5-6 in 11th, taking on the NA goalie paradise. 5-6 in 10th. It was a big matchup here. Again, with two teams who are tied, right? So, who do you
yeah.
got?
Yeah, Sean. I'm gonna go with Sean here. His team's been playing really well lately. like we've talked about, he got off to that 0-4 start, and really he only lost last week because Nick's team was on fire. Nothing that Sean's team did wrong. Um, it's a short week. Chaos can happen, but yep, Sean is who I'm going to go with.
I'm also going with Sean only because I trust his goalies more than Casey's to play well in this short week. So I'm going to go with Sean. Um, I don't necessarily know that Sean's team is better than Casey's. I guess we're going to find out.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with Sean this week. Did y'all try the beef? 6-5 in sixth place against Sorokin D's Nuts. Again, 6-5 in seventh. We're seeing a lot of these matchups where the teams are tied going into it. So there's going to be some separation this week. Who you got?
Well, Neil has a all-time record of 6-3 against Daltrey. But I'm gonna go against Neil this week. I feel Daltrey has been hot lately. McKinnon is still hot. Um, and I think McKinnon can really do a lot of damage in a short week. So I think Neil will probably take the goalie stats, but I think Daltrey's going to take more of the player stats, and that's how that's going to go.
Ooh, I'm going to go the opposite. I'm going to pick Neil. I do think McKinnon's going to continue his tear, but I just think Neil has a couple of those guys who are also on tears, like Pasternak and Panarin, both been on tears of late. So I just think his tears are going to outmatch McKinnon's, and I do like Neil's goaltending better. Um,
Oh, for sure, he's got better goaltending.
and I want
Yeah,
to see Daltrey keep going down in the standings. So I'm going to put my faith in Neil to help deliver. Another big match here. Forgot about Dre, 7-3-1 in first, taking on Oscar Mayer Wiener, 7-4 in fourth. Big matchup. Who do you got here?
this is a tough one. So Nick is a 7-5-1 against Corey all time.
Ooh, that's a
Uh,
close record.
it's a very close record, and and Nick's really hot right now. But I'm gonna take Corey on this one, um, because picking against Nick can never go wrong. He might take that personally.
You hope so. I hope so. I hope he's fired up because I'm taking Nick to win this week. His boys have been on a tear. I think his team's at another level right now with Vass kind of playing well. He's made some smart moves throughout the season, um, just to pick up draft picks for guys he has no use for, and then moving those draft picks and getting some guys he can play, right? So um, I like his team. I like Corey's team too, but I think Vass might steal him the week, and I'm gonna I'm gonna keep thinking that.
Nothing wrong with that.
Wild Husky Hockey 0-10-1 in dead last. Captain Crunch 6-5 in ninth. Does he take advantage of the Braden bye week? Who do you got?
Well, Daltrey Senior has a losing record against Braden all time, 3-4.
What?
I know, right?
How?
Uh, how? But this is true. It's damn true. However, with Ottinger still out, I don't see Braden pulling out a W this week, especially in a short week.
I want to play Braden before Ottinger comes back.
Yeah.
I think I have him next week, so I think. Yeah, I'm going with Domo. I just can't vote for Braden. He's like not really present. He doesn't care. Like he makes some deals. He'll log in once in a while, make a couple deals, and that's it. He's not focused on it. Domo lives for this shit. He's gonna be dealing every day if he can. He's gonna put the effort in to get this win. So I'm gonna give the edge to Domo against the guy who
Yeah, I mean,
sucks the most in our league.
Domo, like us, lives and breathes Scorchers hockey,
Yeah,
And until Braden starts doing that a little bit more, that O is only going to get bigger.
that's it. You gotta be like tuned in a bit to like really compete. But you can tell because everyone's competitive now, so you want the edge on those waiver wire players and or whatever the case may be. Someone's up for grabs, I gotta get on that. Like Patch Arena Rumble, 4-7 in 14th, taking on the Red Wings, 3-6-2 in 15th. So again, a couple guys who are tied in the standings, both needing this win. Who do you got?
Man, you got two teams here on the downward slope. Both teams not really doing that well. It's a tough pick. Um, let's see what the all-time record is here between these two. Oh, Derek all-time record is 5-4-1 against Nick O'Brien. So I'll go with Nick O'Brien to even things up on the all-time record here. I'll go with Nick.
Oh,
Otherwise, I don't really have a solid reason to pick one against the other.
I'm gonna go with Nick. And the reason I'm doing that is it's finals week in a lot of football playoffs. And we know Derek is gonna be focused on that. Where Nick not so much. So
Yeah,
I think
and I'm focused on football finals because I'm actually in the football finals. It's a fantasy sport I'm actually good at apparently.
so I think Derek's focus will not be on hockey this week. He'll do what he needs to do. He always does. He makes sure he does his lineups and all that stuff. But I think he's gonna be more focused on football. But then we might see a whole different Derek next week.
Yeah,
So
yeah. This is his last week to slack off. Is he in the finals in your other two leagues?
yeah, in the one. He's only in
Or
the
is
other one, the one that I'm in, yeah.
one out of three ain't
Finals, I
bad.
believe. Yeah. So he's gonna be focused. The dumpster fire, 4-5-2 and 13th. Again, taking on a team who they're tied with, Team Rocket, 5-6 and 12th. Who do you have here?
I'm gonna go with myself here. I need to get out of the losing column and back into the win column. Uh, I have a healthy team again finally, and there's no reason why I shouldn't be able to pull off a win. But it's a short week. We'll see.
Man, I want to say Team Rocket, but it's like I didn't see anything too impressive from them last week.
Except for the shorties. Yeah,
The
yeah.
shorties, that's right. That's right, the shorties. So no, your goaltending was actually pretty good. Um, I will go with Team Rocket just out of disrespect to Mark. So
I'm
when he watches that, I hope he knows that that's the reason why.
gonna piss on that dumpster fire a little bit more.
We'll see. It could go either way, like most matches this week, right? Unless you're playing Braden, every week it's a crapshoot. So I'm looking forward to seeing the results. Short week. Oh, what a good week for the league here. Short week. Everyone's playing teams that are close. It's gonna be some interesting results. You have any closing words, Kyle?
Merry Christmas. See you guys in the new year.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess. Merry belated Christmas to whoever I didn't talk to. No, we all got that out in the chat, like so.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. Our next show won't be till the new year anyway. So, hopefully, well, 8 of us will finish the year strong, and 8 will limp into the new year. So, good luck everyone this week. Thanks for joining me, Kyle.
My pleasure.
Everyone, good luck except for you, Plums. Fuck yourself.